Good evening, Pile 1. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you did so, well, obviously you selected Pile 1, but I'm going to be using the Edmund Duloc Tarot. This is a really cool tarot deck by, I don't know if you can see that. Hold on, let's try and focus it. Well, I can't seem to get it to focus, but it's Lo Scarabeo, and I'm just in love with the artwork. So, this is going to be a random reading. Really, we're going to look at what Spirit wants to tell you about your current journey. What are some things that you need to keep in mind? What are some things that are going to be coming up for you in the next 2 to 3 months? So, currently, we're at the end of March. The time of this reading is March 23rd, but this is a timeless reading, so whatever time you're watching this, you'll want to consider the next one, well, let's say the next 2 months. This reading will be relevant to that, for lack of better words. So, first, let's do our little grounding meditation. God, spirit guides, ancestors, watch over us during this reading. Make sure that we are safe. I know that we're all protected. But as we go through this reading, help us to highlight anything that will help Pile 1 on their journey to success, on their journey to finding love, on their journey to living their best life. So, with that being said, let's get started. So first, I'd like to ask Spirit, what do you want to tell Pile 1? What is something that Pile 1 needs to take into consideration in the next 2 months? Is there anything that you would like to say? Anything that you... Ooh! Alright, one card fell on the ground, actually. I'm gonna move the case just so that you can see it. I don't do reversals, and that's actually how the card came up when it was on the floor, so I'm gonna take it that way. Anything else? Give us one more card. What should Pile 2... What is something that Pile 2 should consider for the next 2 months? What's something that you'd like to tell them? Or oh my goodness, I've already jumped a full pile. I'm so sorry. Pile 1. Pile 1. What would you like to tell Pile 1? What's something that's going to be happening in the next 2 months? Next 2 months, next 2 months, next 2... The Two of Pentacles. Center those for now so that you can see them, and as we go on with your reading, we'll actually move them up so that we can focus on the cards that immediately come out. Now, I'm not I don't want to say I'm not particularly familiar with the with Roman numerals. I am, but at the same time, I'm less confident with it than I am with actual numbers. Not to say that I'm less confident with the reading. That's not the case. But I just want to be sure that I'm giving you the most accurate reading I can. So for you, Pile 1, I get the feeling that you are going to be commended for something. This could be something that you've wished for a long time. Perhaps it's something that you didn't think would come to fruition. But you've been working at this, I feel, in the background for quite some time, and finally you're going to get the recognition that you deserve. It's going to be something that just leaves you feeling blissful. There's also a higher level of energy, or it's not necessarily energy, but I'm feeling self-love from this particular card. There's also a certain level of regality to it, so you could experience an increase in your financial abundance as well. And with the Two of Cups, what I'm getting, I'm actually going to hold this card up so you can see it a little bit better. I'm sorry, the Two of Pentacles. Why did I get the Two of Cups? I don't know. So, Two of Coins for this deck, well, it says, in a cave by the sea, a maiden listens to the sound of a shell, searching for counsel and answers. Play, positivity, creative search for new paths to take. So, in the next 2 months, you're going to go on an adventure to find, perhaps it's your creative muse, but I also feel like you're going to enjoy it. It's this desire to experience fun, this desire to experience satisfaction, to really delve into your creative nature. And I feel like that's what you're going to be doing in the next 2 months. There could be an opportunity that comes up that allows you to feel this way. And you know what, let me pull another card. Cards, can you explain the Two of Coins? Can you explain the Two of Coins for pile 1? What experience are they going to have? Can you sorry, I tend to shuffle off camera, so I apologize, but, oh, alright. The Tower. Something in your environment is changing. It could be a sudden change. It could be, for a few of you, I'm getting a whirlwind romance. But then for others, I'm getting the sensation that it's definitely unexpected, but it leaves you with a sense of security. Whatever this event is, in the beginning, though, you're not going to like it. I get the feeling some of you are used to routine, and this sudden unexpected change is going to cause your routine to fluctuate, which, you know, it happens. That's life. Life is full of changes. Though you're going to not be happy with it in the beginning, this is a change that is going to bring about abundance. It's like the coloration here is really beautiful. I'm seeing abundance, but it's not just that. I'm also seeing I'm seeing a lot of joy, growth, creation. What are you working on, pile number 1? I'm fascinated. It's like this joyous energy that comes into your life. For some of you, not all of you, some may be unhappy with this, but for others of you, it's like a breath of fresh air. Like, oh God, thank you. Thank you so much. This cycle has ended. Thank you so much that I get to do something different. And you're feeling so uplifted by it. What is this? What is this Tower moment? Can you give us more information, cards? Can you give us more information, please? For pile 1, what is this? What is this Tower? What is this Tower moment, cards? Oop, bump the camera a little bit. I'm sorry. This one came up, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Can you give us one more card to clarify? Can you give us one more card to clarify, Spirit? One more card. Oh. That's the... Okay, so this is what I pulled out, and this is the Duloc tarot symbol. Or not symbol, but this is the introduction card, and usually I'll use these when, like, you know how sometimes someone will ask for a reading and you're like, oh yeah, definitely, I'm so willing to do this, and you are, but Spirit doesn't always want to give too much information into a particular, or about a particular situation. So what I'm getting for this reading is that there's a hint in that card, but I'm not supposed to go into super, like, in detail about what this thing is. Spirit wants to keep some of it a mystery. So, With this Knight of Wands, just need to make sure that's a wand. Yeah, that's a wand. It's so strange. Well, I guess it's more of a, for this particular deck, it's a Jack of Wands. You're seizing an opportunity. That's what I'm saying here. You took a long time you were debating whether or not you should go on this adventure or whether or not you should take this journey. And whether you know it or not, people have been watching you. They've been watching you come to this realization. I get the feeling that most of it you've done alone, but while you weren't sure what decision to make or which route to go in, excuse me, I wonder if this has to do with a group of people. No, no, I feel like you're moving away from that. There may have been some, it's not conformist necessarily, but there may have been some structure, some social construct that you had to break away from in order to free yourself. And I know that sounds grand in a sense, but it doesn't have to be like, oh yeah, well, I've been a devout, I don't know, pizza lover for years, and now I've decided, you know what? I'm no longer going to attend pizza services. I'm not going to call Pizza Hut anymore. I'm done with this. Like, it's not going to be, it's not, I don't feel like it's that type of situation, but it's something similar. And so with the one of coins, or I'm sorry, the ace of coins. I say one, but you guys know what I mean. Okay, I'm getting another thing here. People have been watching you. Some people have been skeptical about what it is. You may have brought forward an idea to your friends or to your family, and it's something that you have been super interested in. They may not think that you've been planning it. You may come off as kind of like a flighty person to them, but you've been doing the work in the background, and I feel like you've been doing that work for quite some time. And so even though they don't believe in you, one person in particular, I don't know if you've met this person already or if you're going to meet this person, but this is someone who is skilled in whatever craft you're currently undertaking or whatever field you're intending to go in. And the reason that I say that is because we have two coins here and then major arcana. So I get the feeling that it's going to be, this is a big change. But not only that, again, with the two coin cards here, and look at it, it's the ace of coins and the two of coins, one right after the other. I get the feeling that this is a financial move. So you're going to learn from this person. What is it? This is something that people have tried before, but they don't, it's hard to explain. Well, actually, it's not hard to explain. It's like a field of study that other people have undergone, but it requires a lot of work. I'm just getting this feeling that not only does it require work, but it also requires attention. You might end up... Okay, so for a select few of you, you may end up developing feelings for this person. And not, for some of you, it may be romantic feelings, but I'm getting the sense that for others of you, it's not romantic, it's more of a kinship. It's this type of fondness that you have of this person. You may meet your... what's the best way to put it? This person, though they're a captain in their own way, in their own field or in their own area of expertise, with you their lieutenant. And I'm getting a little bit of fire. Okay. Anything else you want pile to know? Why do I keep calling you pile two? Someone might have chose pile two and then went back to pile one. But either way, you know, take what resonates with you. Don't leave the rest of it behind. Let's look at what do you want to tell pile one? Spirit, what do you want them to know? Is there anything else that you would like me to include? Is there anything else? Anything else? And I keep shuffling off. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to shuffle off camera. I really don't. It's just something that naturally happens. I tend to shuffle it closer to my lap. I have no idea why. So some of these are going to be, well, actually, let's do it this way. I'm going to move these up since you've already seen them. And I am going to move the Knight, or excuse me, the Jack of Cups up. Aw, that's just beautiful. Okay, tell anything else you want them to know? I'm about to get, oh, sorry, pile one. I'm about to get to it. Just give me 1 second. I want to pull at least 2 more cards so that we can get a full picture of what's going on in the next 2 months. Come on, anything. Well, don't say come on. I'm not rushing you, Spirit. I'm just, you know, if you want to share something, we're here. And you guys may hear music in the background. I feel like I'm supposed to take this. I don't know why. It's immediately after. Move these up. And this one was right behind it. The Knight of Swords. Anything else? If that's it, that's okay. We just, I feel like I'm doing my due diligence by shuffling and pulling what needs. Oh, okay. We cannot take all of those. All right. So 2 cards if you want. I mean, I know this is a kind of a long one, but 2 cards. What would you like pile one to know about the next 2 months? What would you like pile one? Ooh, okay. I'm not making... Okay. So, you see this card, right? The card we got, and I was telling you about the, you know, the whole deck situation and how I typically do it. What is this? Like, seriously, what is this? Okay, you know what? Pile one, I think this is where we're going to end your reading. Now, I'm going to get into specifics about these 3 first and then these 3. And I'll pull them up as we go. I'm sorry, I don't have a whole lot of, you know, space. Also, like, yeah, pretty much I just don't have a whole lot of space. So, that's what... You're... I know that this is a random reading. I kind of figured love would come up, but I didn't think it would come up this soon. So with this Jack of Cups card, I just get the feeling that you and this person, you work well together. And it's not even just that you work well together as much as it is that you just... There's this energy about the 2 of you. Like, I don't know if you can tell, Maybe it's not something that you're aware of, but other people are aware of how compatible you two look together and how compatible your energies are. I get the sense that you might not want to hear that. I don't know why, but I'm picking up that you might not want to hear that you're compatible with this teacher person. But but you are, and though you don't know it, I get the feeling like this could become a relationship for you. It's this the way you'll know is because this person is going to make you feel calm. Calm in their presence. Just when you're around them, you feel like that's where you're supposed to be. And it may be something that, again, you don't, you know, fixate on, but let's get back to how you'll know this is a person. This is someone that you would enjoy taking journeys with. I know I've said you feel relaxed around them, but I get the feeling they just imbue this relaxation. And for you, that might not be something that you're totally familiar with. You could be someone who has a lot of anxiety. Ah, okay, now I understand. The Hermit. You could be a Virgo or an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn. Take it as it resonates. I know that, like, it depends on your placements, but you could have Earth somewhere in your chart. But this is something that, like, I don't want to keep saying like, but I feel like you you're not going to want to see it. How compatible you are with this person for one reason or another. But eventually you have to, and this is a type of love that sets you free in a lot of ways. There are things that you've always wanted to do, or aspects of yourself that you've kept hidden. And I know all of us keep certain things hidden, but around this person, it's almost like you can't suffocate your personality, or not suffocate your personality, but bottle it down. It's like, how as you grow older, your natural personality, for some of us, we just display that all the time. But for others of us, we figure out, okay, this is how you behave in public. This is how you behave in private. This is how you behave around family. But the only time that you're ever really, truly yourself is when you're, like, by yourself. This is not that way with this person. I feel like they're kind of unassuming. So you end up getting comfortable with them fairly quickly. But also, it's not something that you can control. Like, I'm seeing the scenario where you're in your space with this person, you're just watching a movie, and you're like, okay, well, we're just watching a movie. But you start doing something weird. And I don't know what that weird thing is. Some of you might dance. And not just dance spontaneously, though some of you may. I get the feeling when you're cooking or when you're waiting for food, you may start to dance. And you don't expect someone to be watching, but this person is watching you. They don't say anything about it, but that's that's how this person frees you. And that's the experience that they bring. Not only are they teaching you something, not only are they helping you with your craft, but they also set you free in a way, or allow you to be freer than what you've previously experienced. This is something that is going to make you insanely happy. I just get this sense of peace and just security. That's the word. There's passion there, there's joy, there's also a little bit of playfulness, but this is someone, they're not straight-laced necessarily, but they're more practical, whereas you could be someone who likes to have conversations about the universe. This is someone who can also put on their, what is his name? or maybe not the universe, but like fictional stories. This is someone who can put on their Neil Gaiman cap and go along with it. Next thing you know, you have a full-on novel mapped out verbally, and you never even anticipated it. You're going to feel pushed towards the finish line. Like you can't, this goal that you've undertaken, you can't stop yourself now. Spiritually, I feel like more so mentally, it's going to be this ebbing force that keeps you on track, that will not let you just give up on it. And I feel like that's partially your spirit guides, but also your ancestors. There's something there that's like keeping you going towards your destination. You're going to work hard on your craft, and you're going to get the recognition that you deserve for that craft. And I'm now looking at these cards. I'm sorry, I did not do that, but I'm going to move them up now so you can see them. You're going to get the recognition for your craft, but not only that, this craft is going to bring a level of financial fulfillment along with it. And this Two of Cups card, I don't know if you guys realize, but let me stop. You got it twice. I want you to know that. So, with the Two of Cups, again, with that beautiful love energy, you two, okay. So, hear me out here. For those of you who don't fight, this person is going to be, or I don't want to say don't fight, but for those of you who don't back away, who accept it at the very beginning, and I'm not saying you have to, again, take what resonates. If this person is giving off major red flags, maybe it's not the situation for you. That's a decision that you'll have to make. But I get the feeling that for some of you, you're going to back away from this person because it scares you. You've never experienced something like this before. So when this person comes in and they're this patient, kind of caring person that also sees you, I'm hearing sees you in a way that no one else has seen you before. And it's your perspective. Like, we don't know what another person is actually thinking. Or maybe we do. I don't know. I go back and forward with myself about that often. But this person, when they look at you, you feel seen. You feel like you can calm down. And if you've ever been in survival mode for a long period of time, having that type of energy, having someone like that in your space, it's like, oh God, okay, all right, should I keep going? I think I might need to back away from them for a little while. I don't know if I should just let them in. So again, I feel like you're going to be working on your crafts. You're going to be moving towards that ceaselessly, but you also may be running from it, running from this idea of love. But in the end, eventually you two are going to come together. And I'm getting that within a 2-month period. So this person could be a water sign. They could be a fire sign or earth. I'm getting more water though. More water. Let's look at the cards. Trying to give you some additional information about this person. Just in case you need it. I'm not saying you do, but you know. Okay. Yeah, it's all over the place. Okay. So whoever this person is and whatever their zodiac sign is, because this could also reflect their placements or their what is it called? I'll figure it out later. But This is a balanced person, and this is a balanced relationship. Just given the amount of different elements within the cards themselves. This is something that I think you've been longing for. Not just the passion of it, not just the physical appeal, but also the spiritual aspect of it. This is a love that just, it is, I feel like it's being divinely led, and that's what's coming into your life in the next 2 months, pile one. I really do hope you enjoyed this reading. Please feel free to like and comment below. I'm happy to hear about your experiences. Let me know if this resonated with you. And also, if you like my channel, please feel free to subscribe. I am Tara, the Tarot Reader, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you for letting me do this for you. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you did as well. Bye. Hi there, Pile 2. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Tara. I'll be your tarot reader for this evening. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background, but it just came on at the end of pile 1, and I feel like it's really fitting for this particular deck. So this is my Jim Henson Labyrinth deck, and I'll be doing this reading, it's a random reading. So we're just going to pick up on whatever Spirit would like to tell you about your next 2 months, whether it be financial news, romantic news, spiritual, or just event based. This is completely random, so we're just going to look at what energies are at play in your life, what Spirit wants you to know, what's going to happen in the next 2 months, what are some positives, what are some things that we can, hold on, I'm going to fix the camera because I want you to be able to see all of this. Alright, there we go. And you probably can see my little stand thing here. Please ignore that. I'm going to try and move it a little bit, but I don't want to. Alright, there we go. So, first let's do our grounding meditation. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, God, universe, protect this reading, protect my pile 2s, protect me during this reading, keep us safe, keep us grounded for the rest of our day, for the rest of our evening, and just stick with us as we go through this process. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's see what's going on in the next 2 months. What's something that you'd like pile 2 to know about? What's coming into their lives? What is coming into their lives in the next 2? And I do shuffle off camera, so I'm sorry about that, but it happens. Pile 2. What's coming into their lives in the next 2 months? Ooh. Alright, so this card wants to come out. And also okay, I'm going to take this one. The Page of Pots. Calm down. There we go. Anything else? What else? And I'm not going to read one at a time. I started doing that at the beginning of pile 1, and I'm not sure why. Usually I'll take out like a few and then I'll get to the reading. So what we'll do is we'll take 3, and then we'll take another 3, and then we'll take another 3, and we'll see what other message Spirit has for you. So Spirit, what do you want to tell pile 2 about the next 2 months? I don't know if I told you this, pile 2, but this is a timeless reading. So if you do find this, right now it is the end of March, so this is going to apply for April and May. But if you do come to this reading at a later date, just look at the 2 months after the time that you're watching the video. Alright, what else would you like to tell me, or tell us, actually, universe, us, since we're both here. What would you like to tell us about the next 2 months for pile number 2? Alright. Okay. I'm sorry. My sun sign is in Virgo. I don't know if I told you guys that. But, yeah. Sometimes this organization just bothers me a little bit. So, bear with me as I get it together. Alright, what else? Oops. Would you like for pile 2 to know? What else? What else? What else? A good shuffle. Oh. Alright, so again with the Chariot. This is the one that tried to come out before, but I was like, okay, it's stuck in between my fingers, so I don't want to take it out if it's not gonna resonate here. Or not resonate, but you get what I mean? Because if it's in between my fingers, I don't want it to feel like, oh, well, she chose these. Because I certainly didn't choose it. Ooh, why do I keep bumping this? Anywho, the next card that came out, they actually got 4 for you at once. The Moon card. So let's look at the initial. Some of you may be, like, you're closing your eyes on your own greatness. That's what I'm getting. Like, if you could just see how much progress you've made, excuse me, and how much work you've done, you will feel so much better. It's like, you feel this, and this might not resonate with everyone, but some of you feel this, like, perpetual need to work as hard as possible. You're so determined. And that's beautiful. That determination is wonderful. But sometimes you may need to take a break. I'm also getting that the work that you're doing, the amount of work that you're doing, some of you could be workaholics. It's like you're self-sabotaging. Like you're working so much and so hard that you're actually getting in your own way. So what Spirit is asking you to do is relax a little bit. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. Honestly, pile 2, I work like, I'm not even going to put that on me for a lack of better, or not even for a lack of better words. But I know what it's like to work long hours, to work often, because you see the goal in your head and you want to achieve it. So it doesn't matter how much work you have to put in as long as you achieve the things that you want to achieve. But if you get to a point where you're causing yourself detriment in order to get to this place, is it really, it's worth it, but at the same time, is it really, like, you do need to take rest, you do need to take time and take care of yourself. Like, this is definitely something that you're passionate about. It could be a mental pursuit. By mental, I just mean that it's something that it has an aspect of cerebral creativity to it. That I'm getting for some of you, you work with your hands. You're very, yeah, your determination cannot be beat or matched. I want to say that for sure. You are a very determined person. I'm picking that up just from the card. But also, you're kind of idealistic, not in a bad way. But it's like, again, you see that picture in your head and you're like, I'm going to freaking reach it. And I found that incredibly commendable. And in the next 2 months, I can see you working that way. Like, you're going to be working, but Spirit is cautioning you not to work so much that you start to, I don't know why I'm hearing deteriorate. Like, you're putting in so much effort and so much energy that you're not putting energy into other things like self-care. That's something to be mindful of. Also, I'm getting that resource-wise, and when I mean resources, I'm also speaking of like financially. If this is a goal that you've been intending to reach and it's starting to cause a financial strain on you, be cautious of that. Don't let it get to a point where you're spending more money than what you're able to earn. You want to make sure that whatever you're building up has a solid foundation and it is sustainable. It's not going to cause you want to build up something that is going to enrich your life, essentially. And the Chariot is telling you that even if you do have to take a brief rest, you keep going. Don't take that as a setback, like, oh crap, well, I couldn't do it because, I got tired. So, okay, I'm understanding it now. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have seen The Labyrinth, but do you remember the dog character? I don't remember his name. I know it's like Sir something. Oh my god. I haven't seen this movie in like 3 months. I cannot believe I forgot it that soon. This is one of my favorite movies, so anywho. Sir, I'm gonna get it after this reading, and then I'm gonna kick myself. Not literally, but you get what I mean. You know how when he has setbacks in the movie, I'm gonna hold the card up actually. He starts to kind of get a little, he turns inward. But not in a like, oh, well, this is what I can do better next time. No. No. He does a very interesting thing where he starts to, and I'm talking about the swamp scene. If you are familiar with the movie, where he messes up and then he starts to berate himself because he messed up. Don't do that, please. Please don't do that. Love yourself. You're worth love. You're worth respect. You're also worth your own respect. So just keep that in mind and be gentle with yourself. I feel like that's what's being called for here in the next 2 months. You're going to be working hard, but you do need to take breaks. Remember to take breaks. Don't let this thing consume your resources. And also, don't berate yourself. Like, you can still keep going towards the goal. Sometimes it just takes a little reworking of the process for you to get to where it is you want to be. And with the moon, I'm getting that you're going to be casting out a lot of delusions. Or not delusions, but... Okay, so I don't know why I'm hearing this, but falsehoods. There may have been something that happened with, what is it? It's not at a convention, but it's a type of convention. I don't know what it is, but something happens where you really have to look at the situation and figure out, okay, is this something that's really, I know where I want to get to, I know what I want to accomplish, but is this really the process that I need to take in order to do that? So the thing that you might be coveting right now, or the thing that you'll be coveting in the next 2 months, you're going to look at it no, I feel like you're still, this is something that you're determined to get to. This is an area of your life as well that you want to improve. So even though there may not have been, the process may not have worked the way that you wanted it to work, you can still take the good out of that process, or the good out of that situation, and use that to reach the goal. That's what I'm seeing. So what is this goal, Spirit? Can you tell us what this goal is? What is this goal for pile 2? What is it that they're trying to reach? This determination that they're displaying, this determination that is so key to their character. Whoa, you know what? That didn't come out naturally, so we're not taking it. Anyway, it showed itself while I was shuffling, and I'm like, I don't know, if it comes out randomly, cool, we'll take that one. But what is this goal that pile 2 is trying to reach? What is this goal that comes up within the next 2 months, or that has been ongoing, but that begins, but that leads to this thing in the next 2 months? What is it? Okay, can you tell me what it is? Okay, I'm gonna give it Some of you are changing yourselves. And the next card that came up was the King of Feathers. Whereas originally you were coming up as this idealistic, determined person who is also creative. You want to transform yourself into a master. You don't want to be a page anymore. You want to be a king. Not only that, but you want, it's like you're, some of you may be going for a promotion. Others of you may want to be business owners. And still a few of you, it's yourself that you're working on. You want to be, why am I hearing cargo van to Maserati? Who is trying to become a Maserati? First off, those are vehicles. Those are not people. So, you know, if you're trying to be the best version of you, I commend you for that. Now, the Maserati thing, I don't fully understand, but that's because I don't know what a Maserati is. Don't judge me. Look, I don't know that much about cars. But, what? Okay. You may have this image of yourself as well with this card here that I feel like you feel like you're a page. You feel like you're somebody who's, you know, still kind of, you're young, you're not really, you're young, you have a lot to learn. You're not really where you want to be. You still feel like the student, but in the next 2 months, you're working on becoming the master. Or, I don't want to say the master. I don't like that word. You want to become the sensei, for lack of better words. You want to be well respected. Okay. So you feel like you're someone who dwells more in your emotional nature, and over the next 2 months you're really going to be focusing on getting that under control and thinking more logically. Are some of you hot-headed as well? Now listen, the way you display your emotions is the way you display your emotions. Don't take on anybody else's assumptions of how you should display your emotions. Don't do it. It's no. We're accepting here, so I'm just saying, is that how, like, do you feel like you're hot-headed? And so you, oh, why do we keep bumping this? And so you want to be, it's like have more chill. You want to turn yourself into someone who is not only logical, but I'm also getting this kind of like cold air. What? Okay. So what else is coming in the next 2 months for pile 2? What else is coming in the next 2 months for pile 2, universe? What would you like us to know? Spirit, what would you like us to know? And again, y'all, I'm shuffling off camera. I don't know what that is. All right. So what else would you like pile 2 to know? Ooh. I gotta stop bumping that thing. What else would you like pile 2 to know? What else would you like pile 2 to know? Okay. I'm getting the feeling that for some of you, this change that you're working on isn't necessarily, and I'm not saying this is not all of you. This is, I feel like it's a small few. The reason that you think you need to become this person is from there may have been something, I think it's better if I phrase it this way. We all have stuff from our childhood that happens. Our adolescence, for lack of better words. But I get the feeling that your adolescence may have been, I think this came up in pile number 1 as well, like survival mode. Like you've been in survival mode. So you've held on to things. And part of the things that you've held on to, it's not just like, it's people call it frugality when you like to recycle things. Some people. And so it's not so much frugality as much as it is you see the value in things that other people would easily discard. But it's also like there's another lesson that was taught to you that became a big part of your reality as an adult. And so that's something that's going to need to be worked out. And it's this, I feel like it's this idea of holding on to, wow, okay. I'm getting the sense that it's this idea that you have to be somewhere else, someone else. Like you have to wear a shield. You have to wear a mask. And so you walk around with that, but it's starting to get heavy, if it hasn't already gotten heavy. So you dream of creating, turning yourself into this person, but really, like, it's just another mask. Like, it's just another, okay. Just pile number 2. You're loved and you are cared about. Don't cover yourself up so much that you, like, what is that? There was a video, it was a while ago. I don't watch a whole lot of them, but there was this guy, he put on a whole bunch of, I think they were sweaters and caps and scarves. And like, it took them forever to get him. This is like a 45-minute video where they were just unraveling him, and he's like, I can't breathe. It's like, don't be that. Don't do that to yourself. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to have a moment, without the mask. Alright, what else is it that you want to tell pile 2? What else is it that you want to tell pile 2? I feel like somebody told you that you had to be this, and now, like, you're taking it very... no, it's not so much that you're taking it very seriously. I feel like you... Do you tend to judge yourself a lot? Like, when you start to think that maybe you're okay the way you are, there's another thought in your head like, no, you need to change. You need to be this person, this kind of person. And I'm not saying don't better yourself. Better yourself. That's a part of life. We all grow. We all learn. We become someone new. But don't put yourself in a position where you're breaking down physically or spiritually or psychologically because you can't live up to someone else's expectations of you. Like, who is it that you want to be? If you, like, let's say you're one of those people who's a little OCD, and you're like, okay, I need to relax a little bit. I'm not going to organize the shoes by color and size. Okay, that's a good place to be. That's awesome. But if someone is telling you that you have a size 24 waist and it needs to be a size 15, no. No. If that's what your body naturally wants to do and that's like your body's natural norm, okay, cool. But if it's not, and it makes you, it's getting to a point for you where you feel health-wise is detrimental. No. No, it's no. You have a life to live and you have places to be and things to do. So don't, all I'm saying is just don't let unrealistic expectations of you cause you to harm yourself in any way. So what else is coming for pile 2? I've been shuffling for a while. For pile 2 in the next 2 months. What else is coming for pile 2 in the next 2 months? What else is coming for pile 2 in the next 2 months? What else is coming for pile 2? What do you want pile 2 to know about the journey that's ahead? For the next 2 months, Spirit, what do you want piles you to know? And I say this to you as I organize the cards so that they look. They're touching now. Hold on. Okay. What else do you want pile two to know? Ooh, whoa, whoa. Too many cards. Alright, give me another. I'll take another one, another two, or, you know. What else do you want pile two to know about the. Okay, this one keeps coming up. And what is it with the junk cards? I'm so confused. Alright. Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? Let's do one pile two to know about the next 2 months. What else do pile two to know about the next 2 months? Okay, so you got the hoggle. But first we get the King of Junk. You may be closing yourself off. I get the feeling that when people try to get close to you, and you might not do this intentionally, but you start to throw hurdles so that they can't get close to you. It's like they can never reach the castle. Don't let them reach the castle. For the love of God, keep them out. I'm just trying to be comical. This has been a kind of like, not heavy reading, but it's definitely, it could use some humor here and there. For some of you, I get the feeling that you're setting yourself free. You might be, I don't want to, it's not like you're moving away, but I do get the feeling like you're, I don't want to say tearing something down, but it's almost like you're reconstructing something to bring about a positive reaction. You may be working with a group of people over the next 2 months to achieve a goal. And this is Spirit just letting you know that if that is the case, take your responsibility seriously. You know, pay attention, remain diligent with that. But also learn balance, practice balance. You need to maintain a certain level of play and work. Now, I mean, it kind of would go hand in hand if you've been experiencing or if you have workaholic tendencies. But definitely, if you feel like you've been working more than you've been enjoying life, or you've been tapping into your your creative side, then this is a definite sign for you to start to create more. Get out there. I don't know if some of you like poetry events, but if that's something that you find enjoyable, I feel like going to those more may be helpful for you. And with the King of Junk, you're gonna relax after a point. I get this feeling like after a certain, I want to say, let's say, somewhere towards the fall, you're gonna, and this is, you know, beyond 2 months at this period, at this time, for lack of better, I keep saying for lack of better words, but at this time, I feel like it's probably gonna be closer to the fall when you start to be able to relax, or you start to relax a little bit more. I see that you're going to get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You're going to start to be happy with, like, if you are not, I know a lot of you probably are happy with, you know, where you are already, but then for the people who are, again, it has something to do with this goal that you've been working on. I see you finding financial success, but not only that, you get to experience a period of rest and a period of balance that in the beginning you may not have been able to experience because of this, you know, Page of Pots. Oh, my thumb. This Page of Pots energy. Ooh. Cards, stay off the floor, please. Thank you. Okay. But I do see you getting to enjoy that as time moves on. And then the Hoggle, or I don't want to say, the Hierophant. I'm going to call him Hoggle periodically because, you know, the imagery is actually Hoggle. If you have seen The Labyrinth, did you like Hoggle's characterization? I mean, I found him to definitely be a good driving force. And you know what? I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry. All right. Hoggle, the Hierophant, or Hierophant, I think it's Hierophant maybe? I get the feeling that towards the end of this 2-month period, some of you are going to be called to fall in line. Or if you're someone who typically follows the status quo, it's going to get to a point where you have to come out of that. Maybe you'll be asked to follow the status quo moving forward. Spirit, can you clarify the Hierophant, please? Can you clarify the Hierophant or Hierophant for pile 2? Can you please clarify the Hierophant for pile 2? Is it a legal matter, maybe? Or the resolution to a legal matter? Okay. Can you clarify? Can you give us anything else that you would like us to know? Anything else that you would like us to know? Anything else that you would like us to know? Again, the drunk card? Okay. Anything else that you would like us to know for pile number 2? Anything else that you would like pile 2 to know? Pile 2 to know. I don't know to be rough with these cards because, well, it's a new deck. The Ten of Pots. I'm gonna read. Ooh. I want to read what's written here. I think that might help a little bit. If I can find pots. I might not be able to, but I know what I see on the card. Or in the card, I think, from what I remember, there was something nice. Okay. The Ten of Pots represents personal satisfaction and fulfillment. You're feeling supported by loved ones and content with your life, or with life. Nurture your connections with those who are most important to you by letting them know how much they mean to you. And then you also got the Ace of Junk. So over the next 2 months, you may be spending more time with family or friends. I get the feeling that, there are people in your life who love you just the way you are. And I know that sounds really like campy and maybe you get what I'm trying to say though. Like, there are people in your life who love you like you are. And I know you may feel like you're, you know, it could also be that for some of you, you feel like you're hiding under all of this. And deep down, you're this person. You could be that person. You could be this King of Feathers. And if you are the King of Feathers, then, bring that out. But definitely make sure that, and I'm mixing up the cards again, make sure that if that's who you are, and that's who you want to, or that's who you want to become, that it's your choice. And it's not a choice that was made for you by someone else. I get the feeling that in the next 2 months, a new financial opportunity is going to be coming to you with this Ace of Junk. This may come in the form of a gift or a job offer. But whatever it is, it's going to bring in a lot of abundance. It may call for you to be more spontaneous with this Knight of Poles here, but I get the feeling you can pull that off easily. Like, you have this passionate energy to you. And so this is a job that I wonder like if some of you are going up for a promotion. Because if you are, I get the feeling like you're likely to get that promotion. It's going to take you out of feeling like this unskilled page to, how do I explain this? I guess the best way to explain it is that you're feeling more capable. It brings you into a higher level of confidence. Whatever this opportunity is, I get the feeling you're definitely going to go for it. Like how the little finger is just pointing up here. Okay, Spirit, anything else for pile number 2? Anything else for pile 2? What else is coming in the next 2 months that you would like them to know about? Judgment. Alright. So, you'll definitely want to weigh the pros and cons of the opportunity, but please understand that this is for some. For some reason I'm getting this feeling that for some of you, you're going to be offered this opportunity and you're going to think you don't deserve it. You deserve this opportunity. This is directly related to all of the hard work you put in, and so it's yours. Take it. You deserve it. I don't know why I'm hearing I couldn't think of anyone better. Couldn't think of anyone better. Better suited, maybe? This card, too. Okay. And then on the back is the Queen of Feathers. Oh, well, you can't really see it. Hold on, I'm gonna... Oh. Queen of Feathers. Halfway through the deck, or like a quarter of the... 2/4 of the way through. No, 2/3 of the way through. Was the Wheel of Fortune. Sorry, you guys. It's 11:14 my time, and I typically, like, try to go to sleep a little bit earlier than this. But I really did want to finish up this reading and get this out to you guys. And pile 2, I just want you to know, like, whether or not someone else thinks you're a good person, that doesn't matter. As long as you think that you're, like, you know that you're a good person. Deep down you know it. And other people, I don't know, I just feel, I feel kind of passionately when someone, what's being reflected here and what I'm feeling from this reading is like, you tend to be your own worst critic. And you don't need to be that way. You don't have to, you know, pop your bubble before someone else does. This new opportunity that's coming in, it's going to be a difficult decision for you to make. And I also feel like you have this egalitarian nature to you, where you want what's best for everyone. And I think that's marvelous. Like, definitely. I understand why it's good to just, you know, make sure that the situation works out for everyone. But because of that, I feel like this decision is going to be more difficult to make. There may be some other opinions at play here. But ultimately, you have to make the best decision for yourself. Don't undermine okay, so I just heard don't undermine your own light to make sure someone else's shines bright. So, oh, you got the Ace of Feathers. Okay, okay, anything else? Because this is we're at 42 minutes so far. I'm not rushing you, I'm just asking. Anything? Okay. So we're actually going to rearrange this order. So this one's going to stay in the middle, but this one's going to go here, this one's going to go here, and that one's going to go there. I feel like that makes more sense to me for some reason. Okay. Over the next 2 months, you're going to have a lot of aha moments. This may be a highly creative period for you as well. Your mind is going to be furtive with new ideas, solutions to problems. It's going to be a very enlightening period. And I feel like you might want to carry a little notebook around with you, or a voice recorder, or if you have a voice recorder on your phone, that'll definitely help. There's a lot of potential here, and I feel like as the 2 months go, or not go, but as as we get into those 2 months and as they start to kind of move along, you're going to start to experience this energy, this positive, just, I know it doesn't really explain it in detail, but you're going to experience this, like, this marvelous, like, celebration of life. Now, that's just being reinforced by the Four of Poles, which is also, like, it is the equivalent of the Four of Wands for this deck. And this is another one. I'm looking at the book now because as I go along, if there is a section that comes up that just sounds amazing, I'm going to read it to you. So for this one, it says, it's time for a celebration. The Four of Poles represents an exciting life event, such as a birth, marriage, joyful reunion, or creating a happy new home. Get together with loved ones and enjoy the moment. So at the end of this 2-month period, you're going to be celebrating, and I get the feeling you might actually be celebrating the fruition of all of your hard work, whether it's a job opportunity, an idea that's been formulated and put out there, or the birth of something. And no, it does not have to be a child. If you're not expecting a baby, that's okay. But if you are, it could be that. It could be a celebration of new life. Well, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please feel free to like and comment down below if this resonated with you. Definitely reach out to me if you have any, like, ideas or, you know, whatever. I'm definitely here. Also, if you like my readings, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I am also on Facebook as Lunar Star Tarot, so you can check me out there, though the Facebook page is still a work in progress. So, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your evening, and definitely enjoy tomorrow. Goodbye. Hello there, pile number 3. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Tara. I will be your tarot reader. And today we're going to be doing a random reading. So really, we're going to pull messages, any messages the spirit would like to tell you for the next, it's essentially a forecast of your next 2 months from whatever time you're watching this video. So if you are watching the video now and it's March, this is going to go from April through May. And so at the beginning of June is when essentially that 2-month period would end. If you're watching this at a later date, just basically calculate from whatever date you're watching to 2 months after that to see if the predictions resonate. So I'm going to be using my Rackham Tarot deck. This is an Arthur Rackham. It's artwork by Arthur Rackham, I believe, and it's a low Scarabeo deck. And as I've stated previously, I love his decks. I don't know why. They tend to be easy to read, but I am starting to purchase decks from other creators as time moves on. So before we get into the reading, I would like to do a grounding meditation or a grounding prayer with you. God, spirit guides, ancient ancestors, ancient and, newer, we come to you today to ask that you protect this reading, that you protect us while we do the reading, that you bring forward any solutions or life events or anything really that you would like pile 3 to know about that will occur in the next 2 months, or, well, essentially anything of that nature. Please ground us, keep us safe. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessed be, amen. Alright. So, pile number 3. What is coming up for you in your next the next 2-month period? What is coming up for pile 2 spirit, or excuse me, pile 3 spirit? Next 2 months. What is coming up for, woo. That's the fastest tonight. Though, I will say, pile 2 definitely had the same kind of thing going on. I've already got 3 cards for you guys. Alright, so they kind of fell on the floor. And now, so, whoa, okay. Okay. So let us see. Some of you may be meeting your creative muse. Some of you actually could be the creative muse. You could be coming into a new state of being a new or I don't, it's not necessarily a new existence, obviously, but it's definitely, it's like you're coming into your own power and other people are recognizing you for it. If you were in pile 2 and you came to pile 3, hello, it's nice to see you again. um Definitely stay tuned. And this, wonder if you're possibly well, this is hard to predict, but a fire sign or an air sign. And I'm saying that because I have a wands here and a wands card and a swords card. Though that's no real indication of your actual zodiac sign, so please don't take that as a, oh, she's predicting who should be in this reading. No, no, no. I'm just, at this point, I'm just kind of talking a little bit. But it is, some of you may have, okay, pile 3, your reading by far is, okay, so let me phrase it this way. Before, I got a lot of readings about other, or not, the past 2 readings have pretty much been about the other, the person, the querent, for lack of better words. Your reading, I get the feeling, I have some people here who are going to meet a creative muse. I have the feeling that some of you have actually created yourself or honed your abilities to the point where you are this muse. And you don't have to be a creative muse, but you're definitely, you're going to be getting a lot of attention in the next 2 months. And it's planned. It's like you've been planning this thing, this endeavor. Is it around a specific person? I guess I feel that it is surrounding a specific person because something is going to change. Okay. Can you give me some clarifiers, cards, or spirit? I'm asking. Well, cards too, you know? But spirit, can you give me some clarifiers on this? I do get the sense that I keep touching each other. Alright. Some of you may have left a relationship. If you're a freelancer and you've had and this is not going to resonate with everyone, I understand that, but if some of you have been working freelance and you were previously working with a partner, and this is not just a partner that you met a few months ago. This is a partner that you've been working with for a while, but you've had to kind of step away from. What is it about the... It's not the... This is the Three of Wands. I don't know if you can kind of see my head a little bit. Anywho, all right. What else? Tell me some more about the situation. Pile 3. I feel like for you, I'm gonna have to pull some clarifiers first, and then we can. Okay. That's pretty good, son. All right. Or maybe you didn't end the business relationship, or the relationship with the other person ended it. It's like they walked away from something that was... Is anybody here familiar with the TV show True Blood? I don't know if you are, but if you're not, True Blood was basically a series about a bunch of vampires who, vampires, fairies, shapeshifters, stuff like that. So there was the main character, her name was Sookie Stackhouse, and her blood was like the end-all be-all for vampires. And so they just couldn't fucking help themselves. Excuse my language, this is, I try not to cuss. I don't know why I'm cursing now, but for some reason, I feel like you have... You may be... Everyone's beautiful in their own way, but you might be, like, really, 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 really attractive. It may not... I don't think it's, like... For some of you, it's physical. For others of you, it's not. Like, you're attractive physically, obviously, but it's not just that. It's something about your aura. Something about the... Being around you makes other people more creative. It makes other people... I don't know. It's like they feel like they can do it. And so, this person walked away from that. But I don't feel like you were sad. You're sad about them walking away from that. I feel like you're just kind of contemplating where you are now. And now that the situation is at rest, it might actually be slow to settle, for lack of better words. But after this situation occurs, you take a moment of contemplation, and then that's when your achievements start to come in. That's when your success starts to come in. You may have thought, okay, well, I've helped this person. I'm not quite sure why the situation didn't quite work out. Or if it's more of a romantic relationship, I love this person. Or we were good together. I don't understand why it didn't work out. And then, before you know it, it's like... You realize why it didn't work out. You realize why this had to end. And it's because in order for you to attain what your heart wants the most, which is reflected here in this 10 of Cups, you had to, like, that person had to leave. The person couldn't have stayed with you, because the entire time, like, if that person had stayed, I don't feel like you would be able to achieve what it is you want to achieve. I don't feel as though you... Hold on. Hold up. Why, though? Like... Okay. So, okay. You wouldn't have gotten to that level of achievement. You wouldn't have been able to rely on yourself. But I get the feeling like you do, like you primarily do that already. But for some reason, it's like this person had to leave for you to... This person had to leave for you to achieve something. So what is it? Spirit, can you tell us what it is that will be achieved in in 2 months? Can you tell us what it is? Can you tell pile 3 what it is? Okay. So for those of you who are new here, I use these cards to kind of like, if I'm pulling too many cards and Spirit wants to tell me, hey, stop, then I'll pull, one of these will come up. Or if there's there's a particular imagery that I need to focus on, then that'll come up and I'll illustrate that as we go along with your reading. You may have started to stagnate with this person. Like, yes, things were good, or you got into a routine, but you're being called to go on an adventure. Oh, wow. Okay. So are all... No, they are not. You see how, describing the situation, above we get a lot of blues, a lot of cream colors, dark, like mysterious, well, I want to say dark tones. But down below, color is starting to come back into the cards. This one, you see more of a reddish brown hue with like light green grays going on up there. And we actually have a rainbow here. It's like the color was sucked out of your life. And now that that person is gone, it's starting to come back, but it's left you with some scars. Like, you can achieve the satisfaction in the 2 months. In this 2-month frame, you're going to achieve a level of satisfaction, but you're in that. You're going to realize that you still have some wounds. So what? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. We appreciate it. Definitely. And look at that. Okay. Sorry. I get a little over enthused sometimes. I'm working on it. After this person leaves, your energy begins to rise. You start feeling like you can do, and I've noticed my voice is also raising as well. So you're going to get more opportunities than I think you thought were originally available to you. Your energy is starting to improve. And I don't just mean like your physical energy, but also in the beginning, your aura was popping. All right, just on point. And maybe for a while that got taken away from you, but all of that is starting to come back. And with this 7 of Pentacles here, you're going to definitely be, if you're not expecting children, okay, so if you're expecting children or you want to have children, this is definitely a good sign. You can see all of the babies in the cards, or in the card. I'm trying to focus it so you can really see the artwork here. You're entering a very, very, very fruitful period in your life. And it's about time. I feel like in the next 2 months, you are going to be reaching a very abundant period. Now, the Spirit is not telling me... I get the feeling that it's going to be your creativity or your passion, where you're going to be focused. But not only that, but also on your own financial stability. Now, all right. Because this is happening, I also get the feeling like you might be, don't become overzealous. That's what I'm trying to get at. With this 7 of Wands, this represents a battle. You might, What is this battle of? Like, what is it for? Spirit, what is it? What? Oh, wow. Okay, okay. I'm not supposed to tell you. Okay, I'm not. Dang it. Alright, okay, I understand. I won't go into that. But choose your battles carefully. Okay, can you tell me more about the Six of Pentacles? There may be this, it may hurt you, this separation. Whoa. Okay, I'm about to get to this card, but first I do want to talk about this here. Okay. So after the separation, you may notice there may be a financial loss that you recover from. But with the seven, oh, and I keep hitting that thing. With the Seven of Pentacles, I get that you're going to recover. You may actually recover fairly rapidly, or at least quicker than what you had originally anticipated. Now, I do want to just kind of, I'm just going to lay this out here. If some of you are waiting for a person, and let's say you ended a relationship a while ago and you've been waiting for a person to come in. Now, with people, the timing might not be the same. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. Like, because we all make our own decisions. It may be 2 months when this person, the person may show up within 2 months, or it might be a little bit longer than 2 months. But with this card here, I'm just getting, like, for those of you who are waiting for a person, when this person does come in, this is your person. Now, I'll do a love reading at another time to kind of go in more detail about what you can anticipate in love, and I'm sure if this message is coming through, it's probably, it could, I don't know for sure, like, maybe it won't, maybe it will, but I get the feeling like you and this person are meant to have babies. If you don't want children, if you can't have children, or if you don't see that in your life path, take it as it resonates. Just because there are kids on the card, it may not illustrate, or it may not mean actual children. It could be businesses that you start. It could be fur babies. It could be just nurturing another soul. It could be you decide to teach children, or again, mentoring. It could be a variety of things. It doesn't always have to be children. That's something that I got. But again, take what resonates. You'll learn to see yourself with more love, more self-love. Like, I get the feeling you might be a little critical of yourself after this, after this whole situation ends, but you're going to start practicing more self-care. Anything else? What else do you want to tell pile 3? And there's the upbeat music playing in the background too, so I feel like you're gonna be walking with a strut. Anything else for pile 3? Anything else for pile 3? I'm laughing because, like, immediately when I was asking about the battle, once this card came up, I was just kind of like, okay, I get it. She's literally shushing a parrot. Anything else you would like to tell pile 3? Anything else you'd like to tell pile 3? Anything else you would like to tell pile 3? Pile 3, your victory is coming. I can't sing, so sorry. Your victory is coming, pile 3. Alright. Oh, sorry. You may be worried about something within the next 2 months. It's definitely a mental worry. Maybe you're waiting. I get the feeling like you might be waiting for this new person to come in, or you may be waiting for a situation to reach completion. But with this Ten of Swords here, I wonder if you're, well, I guess I don't wonder, but you may have had dreams about obstacles regarding this connection. And if you have had dreams about obstacles, and not the old connection, the new connection that's coming in, you're going to overcome that. Not just the dreams, but whatever obstacles are currently in your way, this is a sure sign that you're going to win this freaking battle. So don't let those nightmares get in your way. Don't let the negative dreams just kind of like make you feel like it's not going to come to fruition. And then you got the Star card. Now, I feel like this is just, again, reassurance that you're going to overcome the worry that begins to build from those nightmares. But also, this is something that is divinely protected. So whoever is coming in, they're coming in with... What are the things on War Heroes? Medals of honor from Spirit. So I really get the sense that this person is divinely being led to you divinely, for lack of... Okay, so it's 11:45 my time. I'm going to stop talking about the time after this, yes. But I just wanted to let you know. So if I sound a little tired, that's why. But I'm still here with you guys. I am still doing the reading. And let's see. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? For pile 3. Anything else for pile 3? Anything else for pile 3? All right, pile 3. What? I get the feeling that this is going to be more than you anticipated receiving. Like, not only are you getting financial abundance, not only are you getting more creative ideas, but it's a new beginning that's coming. And I think that that's something that you really needed. Something with more, something that just brings more color into your life. Now let's see. What is this person's sign? What is this person's sign? The one that's coming in. What is their sign? Can you give us a... Okay, what is this? Alright. This person may be a fire sign. Anything else? Or maybe... Okay, what is this person's sign? What is this person's sign? Or like their placements, a lot of their placements may be in fire. Their love planet may be in Leo, or is this Scorpio? Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Yeah, okay. I'm getting a lot of Leo energy here. So this person may have several placements in Leo. And since your readings seem to have, well, If you resonated more with the love side of the reading, your person may have Leo placements, like their Venus, or I keep hearing home and hearth. Home and hearth, Capricorn, love, Leo. Alright, I think that's it. Damn. Alright, nope. Okay, we're good. So, I'm gonna stop shuffling now, and then you got the Lover's card. So, I'm okay. So, you guys have a new partner coming in, and it's going to definitely revitalize a lot of aspects of your life. So, just look out for that in the next 2 months from whenever you're, viewing this reading. Pile 3, thank you so much for letting me do your tarot reading tonight. I appreciate you so much. If this did resonate with you, please like and comment below. I definitely enjoy hearing from you guys. I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.